Next up, we have the
Got another
UFC
pay-per-view.
212. Yeah, coming up Saturday, so less than a week. June 3rd. Aldo versus Holloway in Rio de Janeiro.
How many fights we got on this one?
This one, so far on this
3,
thing, we have 12.
Okay.
And do you decide? Now, make sure you take into account the people that you think are... Like, Aldo is probably a guy that may not make it.
I want you to pick first.
You want me to pick first?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, starting off with the UFC Fight Pass early prelims. With the first fight, Marco Beltran versus Davison Figueiredo. The shadow person with the fucked up name. I'm going to go Beltran just because fuck that other guy's name. I don't know where he's from. He's 11-0, but who knows where he won those 11 fights. And I just don't like his name. That's it. I'd rather go with a psycho than a shadow person that gives me seizures.
I don't even
Figueiredo
know.
out. Figueiredo out. All right. So the next fight. And the Fight Pass early prelims. Jim Wallhead versus Luan Chagas. Tarzan.
Yeah, Judo
versus
Jim.
Judo.
Judo Jim's been around forever.
Oh,
got his chance late in his career with the UFC.
Well, he's 29-10, so he's definitely got some fights.
He's got some
And
mileage.
England, so you know they have cage warriors and shit out there.
Yeah,
if that's where he's fighting.
that was probably his jam.
Yeah. So they're pretty legit fights.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, 2 current champions,
But
are,
he's
3. I mean, if Connor's
very
a champ,
late in his career.
Yeah, for sure.
And Chagas lost one fucking fight, never went to a decision. He's got more reach. He's got the height. I gotta go Chagas on this.
too. And we're in Brazil.
Yeah.
So that is a legitimate kind of a fucking advantage for hometown people. Bring this up here. Sometimes with scoring, but definitely the crowd will be with them. Alrighty. So moving on to the feature bout for the early Fight Pass preliminary fights. Their first female fight. There was no female fights.
There was no female fights today.
That's weird.
That's weird.
I missed them.
Sweden. They don't like females.
I guess so. Maybe it's illegal there. That's
fucking Swedes.
Well, though, Poland's right near there, right?
Not
It's
really.
like really close.
It's on the other side of Germany, which is like
Yeah, but still like
south.
cold, right?
I mean, everything's kind of cold in Europe.
Sure. I don't really care. I'm American. I don't need to know that shit. We have
Except
Trump
for like
as a
the
president.
south of France and
I'm
like
already
Italy
like
and shit.
1,000 times smarter than our fucking retard president, so I don't need to worry about being a little bit smarter.
Bigly. Huge.
So Jamie Moyle versus Vivian
she cuts
Pereira.
dicks.
What do you mean she cuts dicks?
Oh,
I get it.
it's a
A
moil.
moil. Yeah. And she's in some crazy version
And
sucks
she
on
sucks the blood off the dick of babies. That's fucked up, Jamie.
them. Hey, religions.
All right.
Great things.
Sorry.
Great things.
This is
I mean, she does have
strawweight.
DSLs, so
She does.
technically.
Damn, girl.
Vivian Pereira. Sukuri. Damn, 12-0 versus 4-1. But I don't know what that 12-0 is. I think I might actually be going with
Pereira?
the local. Yeah, I think so. Let me just kind of glass over this real quick here. I mean, first off, Moyle has no reach or legs, so that's a plus.
But I see
Yeah,
her
I'm gonna
arms.
go. I'll just go with I'll go with Pereira. Yeah. Does it show their height?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Oh, they're the same.
Just a couple inches.
Or one.
Or one.
Just one, actually. Exactly. All right. So moving on to the first fight of the FS1 prelims. Starting off with a shadow person, Brian Kelleher, versus Yuri Alcantara.
Alcantara.
I'm so used to like Alcantara. Marajo. Is that who you're going with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do that too. Just because I don't know this killer fool. They have the same amount of losses.
Yeah, I was like the same amount of losses, but like twice as many fights for Yuri, and this other dude's just like he's got no legs and arms and no face.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for him to fight.
Yeah, and he's got no country, so we don't know where he's coming from.
We don't
know how to understand him. Alrighty. Next up, we have Matthew Lopez versus Johnny Eduardo.
135s, yeah.
Wow, I think the last one was 130. Yep, 2 135 so far.
A lot of little guys.
Yep.
So far, we had flyweight, welterweight, women's strawweight, bantamweight,
like middleweight.
That'll be
welterweight.
But
Middleweight will be like.
bantam.
Oh no, there's a light heavyweight fight. That's the heaviest fight.
Yeah,
and only one.
Wow, they're both going up to light heavyweight for that fight. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. I think I'll go. Pretty sure I got to go with Johnny Eduardo on this one.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I'm not super all right with it, but I feel like I don't know. I'm not familiar with Lopez.
Neither am I, but
I might be, and just I'm not recognizing him with this picture. Cause sometimes that happens when they go in and fight. It's like,
these smaller divisions, like
that too.
They're like so sparse,
and they're like literally smaller than everything, so technically harder to see. Like they're smaller on the TV than all the bigger people.
Oh, little guys.
I know. So, and they're not. There's like no.
Yeah,
lollipops.
but they look huge on the TV compared to what they look like in real life.
It's true,
especially
actually,
TV.
they're probably life size.
True.
I mean, if you're to, they're like the fat head, moving fat heads. But yeah, Eduardo, did you already write
yes,
that down?
sir.
Okay. Because I'm changing.
Can't erase it.
Ah, damn it. Oh shit! Oh,
Shoeface.
Shit. Eric Spicely versus Shoeface Antonio Carlos Jr.
Shoeface, don't bother me. I like Spicely too, but I gotta go with the Shoeface for Shoeface factors.
Spicely just won, right?
Yeah.
But he's an older guy, and he's got a slightly different background, right? He's a pro skateboarder or something like that, or BMX,
something like that.
You got Shoeface?
I got the Shoeface.
Man. All right. I'll be rooting for Shoeface. So the main event of the FS1 prelims, we got ourselves Rafael Sunsao versus Marlon Moraes. Motherfucker, is this me?
Yeah.
Why do I want to go Marlon? That name, did they just get him from somewhere? They must have just got him from somewhere. He must be a champ.
He was the guy in World Series of Fighting,
right.
I believe. Versus the number 3 135er in the world.
That's prime pickings for an underdog pick.
It is.
It's like, holy shit! I mean, I've done mostly. I mean, he might. I don't know where Moraes is from. He could be from. Brazil.
We don't look at the lines or anything before this. So
no, and it's too. I haven't heard any podcast talk about it.
They always talk. So. Well, I'm always glad that they're like, oh, so and so's a something to something underdog. And I'm like, oh, shit, I chose the underdog?
I'll hear it, yeah.
I was confident that he was going to win, and everyone else thinks I'm wrong.
You can almost predict a lot of the underdog. Like, I'll hear it. They'll do it on MMA fighting. No, MMA Hour.
Kenny and
Anik do it, too. Yeah, and there's probably other shows that do it. I just started listening to Believe You Me, the Michael Bisping and dude from Skank.
Legion of Skanks.
Luis J. Gomez.
Yeah, Luis Gomez.
Yeah, it's good. I like that because he's. I mean, as far as like comic, and he's good.
Been into
Bisping's. I mean,
Gomez
Bisping's
has
fun
been
to
into
listen
the
to.
UFC forever. Like,
Yeah,
he started following me like a long time ago just because of like making UFC comments and shit like that.
Yeah, and then but Bisping's like he's good on the mic. He's fun to listen to.
No, he is. Yeah,
like as opposed to like there's the comic
like there's
fighter.
stuff he says that I don't like, but he's still good on the mic.
Sure. As far as like comic fighter podcast, which is like literally every except for ours UFC podcast is or MMA fighting or whatever. Like I enjoy that one because I think they balance versus like Matt Serra. I enjoy him. I think he's I think he's a good guy and I like, but he's not good at speaking a lot of the times. And Norton is a professional. So it's like it's a super weird. It's different. And then Fighter and the Kid is like Brian Callen is Brian Callen.
Yeah.
And
did you see Big Country sign with Bellator?
Yep. Yeah. He's on his way up, right? That's why they signed him.
On his way up.
Their Bellator is the retirement.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Unless Rory's the only guy that went over there and looked good. Against Paul Daly.
Oh, man, he beat the shit out of him.
Sure. And Paul Daly, okay. I don't know how good Paul Daly is. We saw him like once in the UFC against a person I hated, and he was an idiot.
Fought like 3 or 4 fights in the UFC.
It was like an era ago that we saw him. So I don't know how good of a win that is for Rory, but as far as going over there and performing good, he's definitely.
So who'd you got?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, should I go with he's only 18-4. I got to go with a Sun Sao. That scenic route I took led me back to my senses, and I don't feel comfortable going with that kind of an
I would have done the same.
I have gone with Shadow People in the past. I'm not anti-Shadow People, and I have won with Shadow People.
We've both won with Shadow People.
Yeah. Like, I don't have a problem going with Shadow People if I feel... But I mean, come on, it's a pretty solid division. I think Eric Silva looking slim and trim and no more swollen and fallen versus Yancy Medeiros. This is you, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad this is you. This is a good strategy you have here.
This is Yancy going up in weight.
Is it?
Yeah, Yancy was a 155er. This is 170.
Weird, because Silva could probably now go down in weight.
I feel like that.
This one's... aside from what you just pointed out, 155. Aside from what you just pointed out, this would have been an easy... Like, the fact that he's coming up in weight, I think makes it more of a tougher pick.
Yeah.
Because Silva's had a turn. Like, he was uber Silva when he fought Matt Brown. USADA came in, and then he was not so uber Silva anymore. Still looked great in his last fight. I think he had a good performance.
He
didn't look great immediately after. I think maybe lost once or twice. Medeiros, I'm not sure where he's at with his career, but I would imagine he's probably tired of cutting weight. That's kind of common. A lot of fighters are kind of experimenting with it.
Some people are having great success, and others not so much.
Yeah, and even Grace, like Cowboy, on a run and then just got squashed. But that's kind of Cowboy. Cowboy goes on runs and they get squashed sometimes.
I'm gonna go Silva in Brazil.
All right, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right, so that was our first fight of the main card, the pay-per-view main card, that is. Next up, we have Paulo Borochinha versus Olawale Bombose.
The Holy War Angel.
I am going with the Holy War Angel. I think something weird happened.
He got hurt
fight.
last time.
Yeah. I just like the way he fights, though. He's got like he almost looks like Keith Jardine, like kind of weird crabby style, but like crabby mixed with like he ate a bunch of like pogo sticks. He's got fucking jumpies around. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. because I don't know this other kid. I mean, I don't even know if I said his name right. I'm sure if I heard his name, maybe I'd recognize him.
I've never heard of him before.
Know.
I think he's a newcomer, but
he has a picture.
He's 9-0, and he's been knocking everyone out. But Bambose, that's all he does, and he's 6-2.
Yeah.
So he either gets knocked out or knocks someone out.
Well, yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm good with that. And he's look at his picture. I mean, that's and he's got shoulders. He's the only one with shoulders.
He's the only one with
days.
shoulders. Like he's like trying to crowd the picture. He's like, Mah!
Yeah. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Get my nipples in it. All right. So it's the it's kind of a weird, I don't know.
Light heavyweight?
Vitor Belfort versus Nate Marquardt.
They both just said, fuck it. We're not cutting weight for shit.
Yeah.
Vitor's juicing to the gills.
Well, they're both been in the fucking thing forever.
They've both been caught juicing.
They're both
juiced out of their mind.
They're both definitely on the back ends of their career.
Somehow Nate Marquardt has way more fights, which is fucking crazy because Vitor's been fighting since like 1963.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Vitor final fight in Brazil with all the juiced up.
Can't be juiced up.
Why can't he?
Because USADA is the thing that works for the UFC.
But our game doesn't account for a later they got popped.
No, I know, but I don't think you think this is a retirement fight.
Yeah.
He's done. Wait. Yeah. I mean both of them could be retired. They easily could retire. But I don't know. I don't think he wants to go out with like a fucking USADA violation for his retirement fight. I mean, he's already changed his body to deal with the fact that he's old and not able to juice anymore. Marquardt still kind of looks similar. He didn't really change that. He might look different.
He was,
but compared to Belfort went from like Uberim to like Chicken Run. But I'm good with that.
I hope they're wrong in saying
that
that's a light heavyweight fight because it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it should be whatever. I don't care. He fought John Jones when he was juiced up at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
But all right, so moving on to the co-main event. With the second female fight. Claudia Gadelha versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz. They both fought Joanna recently.
Yeah.
They were the last two. Well, not technically, I guess. Who did she just fight? She just fought
Andrade. On her cavalcade of terror through this women's strawweight division. Because all these girls are tough as shit.
Yeah.
Both of these girls.
I know.
That's why I gave you this one.
Pretty sure I'm leaning one way pretty solidly. But yeah, Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
You're taking
I think she's gonna win it. I think she's fucking probably the tougher person to fight Joanna. That's the only loss is to Joanna. And she was destroying people on her way up. And she's like super cold-faced, in the corners. So you got to go with cold-faced too.
True.
Gadelha is adorable. Like as far as yoked up women, like women that have like all kinds of muscles, she's probably one of the few that I'm attracted to. Generally, if chicks have like defined muscles, I'm like I don't want to be fucking a dude.
Did you hear that? Joanna champion has called out Tony Hinchcliffe a few times, and then came up and talked to him after her last win. Even Joe Rogan was like, "When are you guys gonna go on a date? What's up?"
She's got a fucking fiance.
Yeah. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Plus, it's like, who the fuck? I mean, I could see Tony Hinchcliffe wanting to fuck a chick that looks like him. I could totally. Tony seems like that kind of guy. Very much loves himself.
Yeah.
Very much. So I could see him wanting to fuck Joanna. I can't see most people wanting to fuck somebody that looks like them. It's disgusting.
You don't fuck a chick with a beard?
No. Yeah. Met one, too.
There's one that lives in the building.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, actually, speak about super nice. Super nice.
She's great.
But yeah,
he's a great person. I don't know. On to the next one.
But yeah, Kovalevich, I think she's
I think that's going to be a great fight.
Destroy her.
I don't think that's going to happen. But I think it's going to be a great fight.
I'm glad you're picking. Well, actually, yeah.
Max Holloway for the win.
Damn it. I mean, he could still lose, but I want him to win.
No, he probably will.
Here's the thing. Aldo may not make it. He's known for not making shit. So, I mean, that's an asterisk potential.
Which is why I'm picking Holloway, because I know he'll be there.
Yeah, but he might not fight, so the fight just gets scrapped. All right, so those are our picks for UFC 212.
There we go.
Coming up this Saturday, June 3rd. Already June, motherfucker. Aldo versus Holloway from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Starting from the bottom, now we're here with Beltran.
And I got Chagas in the next one.
I got Pereira.
I got Alcantara.
I got Eduardo.
I got Shoeface.
There you go.
I guess
what you should just put. I've got a Sunsao.
I got Silva.
I got Bambose.
I got Belfort.
I got Kovalevich.
And I got Holloway. And I did spell Bambose wrong, but there's a G in between the M and the B, but I missed it. And this is permanent marker, so I didn't change it.
Yeah.
So, fuck off. That's I know it's misspelled. Eat a dick.
Doesn't matter. I think we'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll figure it out.
Talking to them.
Oh, yeah. No, just only when we want them to donate. Then they can eat a dick. If you don't donate, eat a dick. Unless you're into that.
I'm saying if you're gonna be a spelling fucking Nazi and be like,
yeah.
I know I misspelled it. It's permanent ink.
Names are fucking stupid anyway. It's
pronounced Bambose, but it's Bangabose. Like I
fucking Joanna's name can go fuck itself. Like you can't read that.
No.
We could both take. We could have like 100. We could have 100 guesses.
You know that's Kovalevich, but what does that spell to you?
Yep, that's even spelled more phonetically than fucking Jacek.
That to me is
Jacek. We could try. We could both take 100 guesses on how to spell
Never would have got that.
Jacek.
Never would have got that. Yeah.
We could probably get that. We will never get Jacek.
I don't think I would have got that.
Jacek has like fucking asterisks and like at symbols and fucking.
I feel like it's all consonants.
It is the most incomprehensible name. But anyway, people,
what do you think about this card before we sign off?
I'm
not that impressed.
I'm good with it. I don't give a fuck about the Belfort Marquardt fight.
See, I want to see that fight.
I mean, here's the thing. It's a step up of Bellator. It's basically the Bellator.
I don't care.
Fight.
I just want to see it. It's their old guys. I want to see them fight.
I don't really care what happens in that fight. Like I'll watch it, but I'm just like
I don't know these guys. One guy coming up from later. Like I like the Sunsao Moraes fight.
Yeah.
But it's not really a stacked card at all. Like I like the top two fights, but they're not.
It's a Brazil card.
True.
I mean, they
but
have
it's a Brazil pay-per-view.
Here's the thing: they fucked up because they didn't get fucking Anderson Silva. Could have fought fucking anybody, not for a fucking interim belt, but he should have fought.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is just give him any. It's not like he's doing good. Give him anybody. Doesn't need to be Yoel
Bob
Romero.
Smith.
Please don't give him Yoel.
No.
Actually, give him Yoel. Let's just get him out of here.
Do you want to end his career?
I mean, he should have ended it a while ago. He has not looked good since fucking Stephan Bonner. Was the last time he looked impressive in the octagon.
I will say
that was the last time he looked impressive.
He had spots of old Anderson in the Bisping fight.
He had a knee.
I don't care. I would have retired after that fight went, well, I thought I knocked him out. Yeah, I know. And I would have retired after that. Been like, I thought I knocked him out.
Before it. He didn't look great.
No, he was just tentative.
He had a moment.
But he still fucking knocked him out.
He has become
more
more
tentative.
tentative.
At the end of the round, he
Look
didn't
at the Brunson
fucking have a
fight.
killer instinct.
Didn't do shit.
I agree. Somehow he won.
Even the Diaz fight was boring as fuck. Boring as fuck. Won it, didn't win it. I don't know. It was a stupid fight. It was funny to see Diaz lay down on the cage or whatever.
At one point,
they weren't fighting.
Him. It was weird.
They weren't fighting.
No.
Anderson hasn't looked good since Stephan Bonner. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He hasn't looked good. That was his last win. That was his last win. I mean, he's won. He's got W's. That was his last legit. Looked impressive. I mean, both of them were juiced the fuck up.
So
too.
you're saying you like this card? You don't like this card?
I
What's
think
the original question before?
I think it's. Here's the thing. I think it's a bunch of people that usually only get to fight when UFC's in town, and Brazilians bring it. Women bring it, so I think it has a lot of potential to be a fun fight, a fun card.
I do too.
It's not name-wise, not stacked.
Not very.
But
names sell cards.
Sure, but nobody's selling cards right now. The last pay-per-view, which was fun,
Stipe
didn't do
and
well.
Johanna
Was a great card.
It wasn't?
No, it didn't. They don't sell. Fucking Conor McGregor sells. Only guy. John Jones probably sells, not nearly like Conor, but he sells more than fucking anybody in the light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Anybody in.
I
mean, fucking. They don't. I don't know. It's just a weird.
I wonder
if
these cards
in different
pay
divisions
more or do more overseas because they're more overseas fighters.
Numbers are numbers. Pay-per-view numbers or pay-per-view numbers.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
Yeah.
I wonder if it just picks up way more over there.
Oh, guaranteed. It's going to do great in Brazil. For sure. I mean, whoever broadcasts in Brazil, whatever their numbers are.
Because it might not be shit here, but they got a lot of people in Brazil.
I mean, you think about it. The U.S. is a bunch of people from a bunch of different countries. Brazil, UK, like a lot of these countries they go to, China, whatever. Like they're very them, you know? So it's like, yeah, if they're doing an event, like they're gonna do good because I would imagine and it's a majority of every fight has a Brazilian in it.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that's generally what they do. So I would imagine just for that reason they'll do well. But like pay-per-view dollars, depending on where you're at, like it's cheaper to buy a pay-per-view in South Korea than it is in the USA. It's cheaper to buy a pay-per-view in I don't know what it is in Brazil.
There's
but
most definitely a Brazilian in every one of these fights.
Yeah, but that's what they do. Like when I'm sure there was tons of people from the UK, from Europe in the card we just saw.
But there were 2 Americans that fought, Kamoze
Sure.
and Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah. I mean, sure, that'll happen.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's probably a lot more Brazilian potential. I don't know. Brazilian fighters versus European fighters. I know there's a lot now. Dagestani fighters and shit. But, anyway. I'm good with it though. I think it's going to be a fun card.
I like
as
this
far as
last
names,
card.
but there's the thing: fucking names don't mean shit.
No,
UFC
I like-
200
I
was
like fights.
names, and
But
there's some
I'm
good
talking
fights.
about.
I think this could be. I think the that fight's going to be crazy. Potentially early knockout, or I mean, who knows with that one? The Marquardt. I mean, it's 2 retired guys. It's gonna be
2
weird
old
to fight.
juice heads fighting at the end of the career.
Yeah, they're not. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Don't know this guy. This guy not
For sure going to be fun.
Yeah.
For sure going to be fun. Because, like, these guys, they don't get to fight that often. They only fight when they're in Brazil.
Yeah.
So they bring it. Shoeface looked great in his last one. Like, I think top to bottom card, but it's not big names, but there's not a lot of big name Brazilians anymore.
Not much anymore.
You know? So that's more UFC, I know. So, I don't know. Since the new company took over, it's been like seems like it's taking them a long time to fucking get their feet under themselves. As far as like they blew their like last year with the 200 with the New York thing and with the Conor McGregor cards where they tried to fucking blow their wad on shit. It's like they just they overstacked every card, which didn't necessarily make them better cards.
No, they did, and it didn't get them that much more fans.
No. Well, I mean, Conor did.
I think it got a
Pretty
few
much.
fighters more fans, but I think
I think overall the sport is the audience
his
has grown.
attitude.
Whose
Get-
attitude?
Connor's gives him more fans, but they
He's
just.
the most famous fighter.
I know multiple
I know.
people who only give a fuck about the UFC if Conor McGregor's fighting.
Yeah. Casual fans.
Yeah.
They're just they don't know anything. Yeah, that's why I never go to bars anymore to watch this shit because it's all about retarded people that don't know anything.
You don't know? I fucking. You're like, whatever, guy.
It's the most frustrating thing as a UFC fan would be to go to a bar and watch UFC fights and just listen to people and just how they have no idea. They have no idea what they're talking about at all.
Before we stop and before we sign off, what's your fight of the night?
12
fights.
The ones that I have, man. I mean, I could see Kovacevic being a. Yeah, I'll do Kovacevic being fight of the night. Which one are you doing?
I'm gonna go ALDO Holloway.
All right. I'm good with that. All right, people. So that's it. Enjoy the fights next week. I'm going to put this out tonight, so this will be out Monday. And our Thursday will be our UMC special. Cool. All right, everybody.
He's going to wear this hat for a long time, so just get used to it, people. As I hold my trophy victorious.
You're so like proud of being the trophy winner that you even forgot to celebrate that you had won. I had to put the hat on.
You forgot you lost.
I had to put the hat on before
You're so used to losing, you forgot that.
No, it's just been so long since I've had to put the hat on because it's been 2 weeks. But you didn't even. I reminded you that you had a trophy.
And then I was like, I got a trophy.
So let's just talk about
we got really high before the show started.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You're just not like it'd be like Conor McGregor forgetting his belt.
He doesn't care about the belt.
Then why is he a champ? That's all he cared about. Nobody else. Everybody else wants super fights.
He said he doesn't.
All he wanted is
Conor McGregor
belts.
himself is a belt.
Well, that's true too.
So,
Nobody can win him because that's kind of like slavery.